Hello. Now was that smooth? Welcome back to the ISS building part 3. Now it's just me for now because Kerbal Space Program is booting up. Had to restart it like here at the last minute because I realized I changed the audio around, so I had to restart it to actually get the audio in here. But yeah, I had that little short intro on 5 minutes countdown, kind of like that. Hope you do too. I think that's a little more, so there's something visual to know when I start. But yeah, let's talk about what we're doing. So in the past 2 streams, I have put up the first 3 modules. I wanted to put 2 modules in the last stream in part 2, but I realized that I had done something wrong on the Saya module, I think it was, the first module. And then I kind of rebuilt that and sent another one up in that stream. And before I started here, all day I've been researching the ISS and trying to learn as much about it as I can to make this stream more smooth, because the last 2 have been very much me sitting and researching while also building, and that's kind of not so fun to look at. There might be a little bit of that just because I want to make sure that I put the modules in the right places and do stuff, but I should know a bit more from the top of my head. So yeah, the next module that oh yeah, before I started the stream is what I wanted to say. I switched out the the Unity module, the second module to be attached, the first US build, because I built that wrong in a sense. There are these docking adapters on it, and I did that wrong. I did those wrong. I only built. It has docking adapters on either end, on both ends, but on the pictures I looked at, I only saw it on the one end, and then docking ports all the way around. So on the other end there was just a normal docking port, and that kind of has to be Kerbal Space Program new. Yeah, whatever. They have made this update to Kerbal Space Program with a new, because another team has like taken over it. Whatever. So yeah, I just put those on there before the stream and sent the other one and switched it around, so you don't have to look at that, because that's a mistake on my part, I guess. So yeah, what we need to put up now and build is the set or C1 truss segment. That's the next one that got sent up. It's basically, you know, from the ISS, there's this big line truss, whatever, that you can't move inside. There's just a lot of, it's just basically just a metal part with like radiators and batteries and stuff, like a sensor core of the entire space station. And that's where the 4 or 8 giant solar panels sit on. The first small part of that, the set 1, we have to build today and send up. And then at the same time with that set 1, there's also the PMA 3, and the PMA are the something. It's the same thing that's on the Unity thing that I forgot, the docking adapter. I can't remember what PMA stands for, but positive mental attitude. Yes. Now, so the truss, the set 1 and the PMA together, and then after that the P6 truss segment, and the P6 is the first one of the big solar panels. So that has some radiators on it and two big solar panels on it. and then after that, the Destiny module, a second US module, also called that's the US lab, I think, because that's a very confusing part about the ISS is the naming, because most of the modules have like 2 or 3 names, different names for, I don't know, different purposes, but also just because they call them different things. So they have a name and a purpose, and then sometimes also a nickname together with that name. So, for example, Destiny is the US lab. So that's called Destiny and US lab. And I think, and then there's, let's see, Unity is also node 1. I think, let me find Unity in I have folders. I don't know if I can show you that. Let me see here. Because I wanted to have a slideshow up yesterday, and I made sure I can do that today. So we do have a slideshow. So let me add one here at existing image slideshow. You should be able to, let me just go. No, that's on the wrong thing. I'm getting used to studio mode in OBS Studio here, so let's remove that and go into DSLR. That's where I'm. Image slideshow. I just want to show you what's going to be up when we have Kerbal Space Program running. That's my face. I don't want to move that. I want to move this. Transition. This thing right there. That slideshow. That's going to be there. That's going to be sitting in Kerbal Space Program, so we can always look at what we are building right now. So that's handy. So what it's showing now right now is, I think that's actually the set 1 truss, the first thing that we're sending up. So that's pretty good. That is the truss that we're gonna send up. And let me show you maybe the P6 truss that we're sending up afterwards. So that looks like, I can just add what we are building in this stream. P1, P6, not P1, P6, open, and then Destiny, I guess. That's the thing. That's the things I wanna build. I want to have more pictures of the Destiny, but that right there, no, that's the set 1 schematic. I found a bunch of pictures of each one. Not quite done, but I'll have that ready for the stream where I'm building that. So after that, that's gonna be still, oh, transition. See, with OBS Studio, I kind of have to do the one thing on the one side, and then there's another side where it actually shows what you can see, and I have to press transition. That's really nice, because then I can set it all up. See, that's the P6, the other truss segment. But then I can set everything up that I want you to see, and then press transition. Before, I kind of had to do everything and then do it as fast as possible, so you didn't see what I was doing. And yeah, but I'm getting to know all this stuff. So that right there, that's the P6, and there you see a schematic of the different things. I put this picture in each folder for each one that's on the, man, I don't, how to move. That's the lab it's showing right now, the Destiny lab. And KSP is almost done loading. It's a very long intro here. Sorry about that, but I want you to have sound. And I'm thinking you would also like sound in the game. I did try and download some more music to listen to while we were playing, but it didn't quite load in. I guess I can just play it from the folder, but I want to have it in Spotify in my local files. But I mean, I guess I could just have the folder playing. So maybe it's gonna maybe be a bit loud. I wanna. Oh, no, it should be, and then play. There we go. But yeah, it's not gonna play the other songs, so sorry. Again, this is one of the things I probably should have figured out before starting the stream. I just want to get going because I've been researching on the ISS all day. So yeah, here we go. Looks good. And KSP is so close to done. Terminating debris. My butt is sweating. That's not something I should have said. I'm very sorry you had to hear that, but just kind of had to get it out there, you know? OBS. Hop over on that screen there. Thank you. KSP is getting really slow with the last few updates. So, and I also realized that it's because of mods when starting up. But when I'm closing KSP down, 50% of the time it crashes on when I close it down, and that makes like no sense to me. Just want to arrange my window so it's all nice and dandy while I'm playing. How's the levels on that? PC is almost incapable of handling the PC, the stuff and things. It's got like OBS running, then it's got the live dashboard with the chat where I can see your chat and how many people are watching, and my own stream on YouTube. And then it's also got another video of the ISS being assembled, loaded. It's got Notepad open, Wikipedia, music playing, this camera wiring through the PC through a program, KSP of course. Spotify can close you down since I'm not using that. And let's I think KSP should be done loading. Done downloading. And even alt tapping or just clicking into KSP takes so much time. I clicked, and it's a pretty good computer I have, so I think it's just KSP being really heavy on stuff. So I'm clicking into it, but nothing really happens. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm very excited to build this. Now, the trusses and Destiny and all these American modules, I'm pretty sure all of them was sent up with shuttle. And I don't think I'm gonna send it up with a shuttle, because I don't like flying a shuttle in KSP. I might do it like with one or two of them occasionally, but I really don't like flying at least the stock shuttle, and I don't want to spend time on building a shuttle because that takes a lot of time. I might do one in my spare time, but not on stream at least, because it takes a lot of time with lining up the engines and having fuel and it being the right size for all the things I'm building. Yeah, okay, we got KSP open. So let me switch in here. There we go. That is KSP open. Nice. Start game, resume saved, and live stream. Nice. Okay, let me then zoom a bit in here. I just didn't want it to be all the way zoomed in when... there we go, focused. When I was just my face, I didn't want it to be like crazy up close and you being like, oh, face. So yeah, truss segment. That thing. No, wait, it's below. It's because I'm looking at it's below me. Whee! So we're building the Z1 truss segment, and then I have built a... I've done a, what's it called, subassembly for the PMA port, this one. So you can see I kind of redesigned it a little bit, just so it looks better right now. With that offset thing design, and it can now be controlled by itself. So it has the remote guidance unit, it's got power, it's got an antenna, and RCS, so it can control itself, and that's very important because it actually moves around sometimes and relocates itself. So yeah. So what we do is we make a truss segment. And how does that look? How does that look? Z1. Truss Z1. I've got a lot of folders arranged and stuff. Whoa, burp. Let me see. Okay, it looks pretty simple. It's like a square, but like a trapeze, a bit like this. And then it's got some sort of extendable... It's got two... It's got one. According to the real pictures, I've got some different pictures. The real picture of the ISS with the Z1, what's it called, transmitter thing. So yeah, let's build that. It's got a berthing ring also, so a docking port. Good to know. One on the end and one on the front. Okay. Maybe what? I'm thinking it should have. See, this is what I kind of wanted to avoid, but I guess I can't really. So let me just double check with the berthing rings that they call it. It's called docking port. Z1 truss. Nice thing about most of these modules, it says directly on the Wikipedia page how many docking ports they have and where they sit. Integrated truss structure. Jump to Z1. Yes, please. Yes, please. So I just want to know exactly how many docking ports it has, because it's quite hard to see from the pictures because they're not really as characteristic words as in Kerbal Space Program. So let's see. The bulk of features come berthing words connects to the ideas. So Nadir is towards Earth, right? It's because that's also a very, very difficult thing, because they don't with the axes, and I've mentioned this in the other streams as well. The axes, the X, Y, and Z, up, down, left, right, front, and backwards. They don't just call it that. They have names for it. So I think down, like towards Earth, is nadir, and then zenith is up. But okay, ISS axes, and then I search for this every stream as well because I haven't quite learned that in my head. But I know AFT is the back, and then forward is just called forward, I think. So yeah. Here it is. That's a picture. Yeah, zenith is up, then nadir is down. So it's got. Yeah, man. Here we go. I think that might be a bit loud. Let me just. Okay. That connects its bottom to the top port of Unity, and I can see that on the video. Okay. It's got a forward-facing manual berthing mechanism. It's not a port. This MBM is not a port and is not pressurized or electrically powered, but can be operated with a handheld tool to berth any passive CBM to it. Okay, so it's basically just a docking port. It really doesn't matter in our case because there's not a difference in KSP between pressurized and unpressurized docking ports. Okay, so we needed to have like a remote guidance unit like this, and then that'll be our bottom. So we'll have a docking port right on the bottom of that, just like this, and then the truss structure, and that is kind of like, I guess I could do it like this, and then it has, there's not really a shape like that in KSP, so I'll have to kind of build it manually. So kind of like, this is a new song that I added to the playlist. Okay, so how am I gonna go about this? Interesting. As you can see from the pictures right below my face here, it's kind of got that trapeze whatchamacall shape is the word, and I'm having a bit of trouble trying to figure out how I want to build that. So I guess you can do something along the lines of this. Push that a bit in, and then have one on the top. And I don't know, kind of push that in maybe. Yeah, and then maybe like cover it up. Yeah. I mean, I kind of like that. Maybe I want it to be... See, the bigger one is just massive. Yeah, I can't really make a shape out of that. And then... I should have the live chat open so I can actually see if some of you join and write anything. Yeah. I do have to turn my head like that to see it, but... I'll see it sometime. Okay, so kind of down and around. I should just place those individually because I don't want them there on the other side. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. Cool. Can I make that mirrored though? I think I can. Oh, that's gonna be there. Ew. Ew. Nice, exactly that. And then it has a docking port right there. Yeah, that's how it looks. You see that below me there? That's how, that's like that. It's maybe a bit thinner, but I think it'll fit with the size in what we've built. So yeah, that's good. I might see if I can maybe push these out a bit. And then like push this back in. Yeah. Let's strut it up inside so it doesn't fall apart, because that is kind of the opposite of what we want with this thing. Yeah, good mirror. Nope. Yeah, like that. That'll be our set one. Wait, let's call it. We do have the name scheme ISS, and then the module name. So I want to do like this and then say truss, because then we can have all the trusses like together, even though they have different names with different letters. It will all be together under truss. That's cool. And then let's call this. I think we set 4. I think we have the numbers of the launch in the description. And I think that's kind of it. Oh wait, I do have to push this in also. Like that, yeah. And that is the set 1. Let's save it. I will just make sure that we're not forgetting anything. I think it might have like... oh yeah, it had that antenna on it. Let's see if we can put something like that on it. So that's on the top here. It has like a... something. But it looks extendable. Yeah, so let's do just an... It's very much like this one. So it goes like this and then extends. Yeah. Oh, I can't figure out my windows here. Oh, I am. Okay. And inside it, let's plunk some batteries and stuff. You know what? Let me see. I'm just looking at the pictures of it here that I have on, and I might as well just put them on the outside to make it look more complicated and sciencey. Let's kind of mirror it with that. One on the top. We do want this to be right on the edge. And why not have a generator sit like that? And yeah, I think it only acted as like a truss, but I just want to make sure and see it didn't have any other purposes. What is my purpose? You passed the butter. Oh my god. Contains the control moment gyroscope. So the electrical wiring, communications equipment, and 2 plasma contactors. What is that? And also what's the control mode? Devices used on a spacecraft in order to prevent accumulation of electrostatic charge. Yeah, sure. We have that. And control moment gyroscope, attitude control, yeah. Basically just to make sure that it's always pointed in the correct orientation. And we already kind of have that inside these probe cores. So yeah, I guess that's kind of it with the truss segment. Let me see how things stuck to it in the video here. That's weird. Okay, I have the next one, the P6 truss that we want to build. It kind of docks right on the top of it, even though I don't see a docking port, so I want to know how it does that. That's pretty weird. P6 docking to set 1. Let me Google that and see how the hell that works. There's one doing it in KSP here. The set one launched in October 2000 when the S6 Family, please be quiet. When the S6, for example, launched in 2009, these modules were replaced a lot during the growth of the ISS. I decided to post them as one craft in the final place in order. You can launch them as one piece, like I did, or dock the modules in different launches. I highly recommend this technique. If you go for multiple launches, I recommend adding reaction wheels to the S4, 6, and S increase their maneuver. Yeah. I just want to know how it docked to. Probably says on the wiki. Let's say P6. was the second truss to be added because it contains a large solar array wing saw that generate essential electricity for the station. Prior to activation of the saw on the P4 truss, it was originally mounted on the Z1. Yep, extended during. The saw was folded 1/2 at a time to make room for the saws on the P4. Blah blah blah. But I don't see how it actually docks on the. Oh, okay. I see a very small detail here on a 3D drawing. It has like a small claw. I mean, I guess I just want to learn here, so I guess in reality I just need to put a docking port right there. But and then I don't know how it does with this thing. Okay, so it kind of docks. This thing is like unfolded outwards, and whatever docks on it is like avoiding that. So let me just push and turn this. So boom, boom, turning. So when it's closed, it'll be like that. Sure enough. And then when I open it and dock something, that'll be very cool. I do want RCS on this. Holy fucking hell. Control set, much easier. Okay, let me just clonk. Clonk is a word. Some RCS in there. And it's very loud, isn't it? I think it's. There we go. And I don't really know what to do about the. About the front here. I think I can just maybe do like this. I guess. And then I don't know about these. That'll have to do. So yeah, I guess that'll be enough. And then we just need the RCS. And then we're done with the first actual truss module that was added. That's big. That is not a lot of RCS. I think it's probably gonna use that very quickly, so this is a very happy song. That's gonna have to be enough. Maybe I can push this up and have 2 sets. No. I do kind of like the look of that. I don't like these sticking up through like this. Go down. What? They can't go further down? What? What are they connected to? Stop being jerks. That's so weird. Fuck that. But yeah, as I said, I do kind of like these white blobs just sticking up like that. But I think it's gonna be a problem with docking. So maybe like that. I can also line them up. Select the parts, please. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. And then maybe on this. That was that playlist of music. That was my jazz. Let's go over to space themed. Listen to that. And then with now that I'm playing this from here and not from what's it called? It's called Spotify. Then you don't have to listen to my awful own music. So that's a plus. Cool. I think that is kind of lined up. Yeah. That's a bunch of RCS for that and all this stuff. That's the ISS Truss Set 1. And that was launched on a space shuttle. So I'm not gonna launch that on a space shuttle. Save. Let's just, you know what? Let's just launch it on that. No, it's very small. I was thinking of launching it on the Proton. Like that, but that's just absolutely huge compared to the payload. Whoops. Compared to that small truss. Makes much more sense for the space shuttle to launch that. But yeah, it's not so good. Well, so I'm just gonna build a rocket and put it on that. So boom, have a small payload fairing. Guess we can build something like the Falcon 1. I don't think we can with this one engine, but whatever. Let's just have some fun. Boom. A poodle. Decoupler. All the standard stuff. This stuff. This stuff. Remove that. Boom. One of this engine is more powerful than the Skipper. and it has almost the exact same ISP. It's actually better at sea level. Wow, that engine is good. Okay, so just this, and I guess this is kind of how I'm doing those now. Let's remember to have it correctly here. Stage, 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 boom, boom. Cool, and almost 3,000 Delta V. That would be enough to take this to the moon. The Mun. I'm getting dark here because the sun is going down, so let me just... I should really learn. I'm pulling this cord down every time I'm turning on that light. I'm not learning. So yeah, let's line it up as we do. We could do it right here and go south, but I don't want to launch in the night. So let's launch here and go north. So right there's good. And I've got a bit of practice doing this now. I shouldn't say that because I'm probably gonna fuck it up then. Yeah, this small cute rocket. Let's immediately turn a bit over for efficiency. Am I lagging again? I think my camera is kind of lagging. Maybe that's the bit of the same stuff as I mentioned earlier with all these things running at the same time. My PC should be doing fine, but let's see. Okay, we should be throttling back down because we're going very fast, and pushing through the atmosphere as hard as you can isn't always the most efficient thing to do. Yeah. So half out on the first stage here. 15 kilometers, let's throttle back up and get up there. This is kind of sleepy music. Let me just change it to something. Can I just say next? Oh, that worked. Okay. Stuttering, lagging, all the good stuff. That's a bit better. Okay, so this first stage is able to just take us into orbit. And a bit further. No, not into orbit, of course, just into space. Let me just warp. Out. And deploy that fairing. And then we're out, and then we go boom. And poodle action. Sorry if that, I don't have a pop filter, so that poodle might have popped the mic. Let's set that as target. Still called Svesta module because that's the middle part, I think, that's why. And There we go, orbit. This, yeah, let's warp to the descending node here, and so we can kind of line that up. You see that's a bit off, so we want that to be 0. Right now it's minus 4.7. Way off. So normal. Go there. Make a small burn. And 0.0. 0.0. And then actually let's just go prograde immediately, because we're catching up with the ISS here. So let's just see how that encounter looks. Whoop, that was very close. .1. Nice. I should plan it in maneuver nodes to be more efficient, but I have enough delta V to not be, so not a problem at all. Okay, so we're getting close here. We want to just cancel this relative velocity. Let's go anti-target and say I want to go on the other side here of the... Why is this so wobbly? What? Stop. And cut. Now that should be, yeah, 500 meters. Closer, even closer. It's really trying to push through the loading stuff here. I think it's because I got into physics range of the ISS, so it kind of had to load that. You see that? Oh, looking majestic. Oh, and we want to burn to the target. Actually, we might. Let's just. Whoa! It went all over the place. Where is it now? Incredible. Let's just get rid of this that we don't need. I hope we have enough monoprop. And yeah, that should be, yeah, way more than we need. It's not really. That is a bit fast going towards it, so let's just do the opposite here. I'm not gonna be talking so much about what I'm doing. I did that in the past 2 streams. So if you kind of want to know how to dock and all the ins and outs of that, I talk about that in those, but I don't feel like talking about that in all of these. It would be a lot of talking about docking, but I guess I don't really have much else to talk about here. Guess I could say that this was sent up on a space shuttle specifically. I kind of have to look it up, so it kind of defeats the purpose. But it was sent up on the STS-92. And that's like the numbering system for the space shuttle missions. So I think I'm not really an expert on the shuttle, so, but I think that means that it was the 90, how do you say that, 92nd mission of the space shuttle. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, just getting closer here and keep lining it up. Going slower and slower because I don't want to ram it. Also, physics warp isn't the best thing to use when you're close to shit like that. KSP likes to bug out. Yeah, here we go. So we are adding it to the what's it called? The Unity module, right? Yeah, it was put on the Unity. On the Zenith part, the up port of Unity. No, yo, yeah. No, yo. I just had to think about that. And thinking is hard. But here we go. Very slow. It's a very neat little module here. So Unity is right there. That's our lab there. No, wait. Yeah, it is. You only have one American lab. It's not a lab. It's the node 1. But let's see. Wait, what? No. Oh, come on. I fucked up the Unity module. It should have like 4 ports on each side, like all the way around. But it doesn't. I only have put on either end. Fuck me. Okay. So I guess I'll just duck this momentarily to the end here on the... That's the forward port. So let's just set that as target, and then we can launch another Unity that is fixed. I keep making mistakes, but I guess that's how it is when you're building something this accurate and not your own design. And here we go. Nice. Okay, so that's our Zenith. No, Zenith is direction. That's our Z1 truss. Temporarily docked to the end of the fake Unity module. Yeah, that's sad. I also didn't even extend the solar panels, but I guess I also, on an inclination, I kind of want them to line up with the Sire module's solar panels, and I also want them to be a bit bigger. So let's do that when we go to the Space Center and build a correct Unity module. This is like the 3rd time I've sent up a replacement for a module that I've built wrong. Life is great, isn't it? Wait a minute, let me just go back and see, because to me it looked, I didn't look for it, but it feels like that was the wrong ports on the Unity module as well. It should be those new that I showed you in the sub-assembly with an inclination, the black ones, instead of the... Yeah. That's so weird. Oh wait, no, that's because I docked it to the wrong thing. I think. It's just... in the way I'm looking at it here, it just... Yeah, no, it's completely correct. Yes! I'm just stupid. Thank God for that. I'm just stupid. And that's very lovely. The Unity module is this one up here. Bless the loud. Undock. Stop being stupid, Casper. But I guess that's not something I decide. Okay, let me go back here and say it's docked to the zenith, and that's up, so that's this one. Am I correct? I am for once. Open shield. Switch to this. Swish. And now I simply want to dock it like this. Right? Oh. Stop. I turned it with RCS on, and it kind of didn't like that. I need to get used to the controls when I turned it. So yeah, this is how I want it to be docked. Yes. Go in and up and to the side, and RCS off so I can turn it. No, it doesn't want to be turned without RCS, and controlling, bumping off stuff. No. Oh, this is hard. Oh man, what am I doing? Okay. Jesus. This is an ugly ducking. That's funny. Ugly ducking. Ugly duckling. Jokes. I am not good at those. Up is down and backward is forward, and everything is on its opposite stuff on my controls here. Okay, here we go. Docking, commencing. Yes. Right, and it's kind of... Is it like almost perfectly lined up? I would say that's almost perfectly lined up. Yeah. Good for now. And then I just kind of want to undock this Svesta module and line those solar panels up and then put them out so I can actually tell them from each other. This is gonna get real hard when this is only the 4th module and I'm already confusing them. And I looked at this all day. That might be why, but let's just undock. Yeah, I had a problem with undocking before with these shielded ports, so I don't want to get that again. Okay. Why is it... Okay, yeah, good. So let me just push this a bit away. That's not a lot of monoprop. Can I turn it without? Yeah. And have those solar panels lined up right. Like that. And then target this, go with this, control from here, point towards the target, and just thrust towards it. That's a very clean docking, very nice. Okay, and then let's extend these solar panels. Yeah, that's aligned. That's cool. Very nice. Okay, this truss is a bit off, but I'm very happy for now. Okay, we got that on the top there. and from there on the top here. Okay, let's just extend this. No, that's transmit data. Stop transmitting. Extend. Okay. Then we're gonna dock to this on the top here. We're gonna dock the S0, right? No, S6, if I'm not mistaken, and I probably am. No, P6. Of course, I was wrong. P6 is gonna be on the top of that. Let's do that now. Right now. It looks to me as if the stream is very laggy. Let's extend these. I might have to take a look at that in post when I'm done streaming. I don't really want to mess with the settings right now, and I don't think I can without restarting the stream. So I'm just gonna do this P6 module, and then I'm gonna stop the stream, and then I'm gonna take a look when it's done, like re-uploading to YouTube, and see if it's all laggy. And if it is, I will try and fix that, because nobody wants to watch a laggy video. So P6, that's a big module, a big module. Dude, I smell food. Oh, I'm hungry now. Oh, bless. P6. I have pictures of that. What am I doing? P6. P6 installing, and then it gets moved later to the side. But right now it's on top. Wait a minute. I'm just looking at this strutting thing and trying to see how the future struts are sitting on the truss there that we just put up, because I don't want them to, if they're on the side of that, that'll mean we have to replace that with docking ports all over it. And that's sad. So let me watch this video. There's a video by Earth Station Alpha. I keep mentioning it, but it's just a time lapse in 3D of the. I just got a notification of the ISS being built, and it's really good. Okay, thank God. That gets added another element on the front port. The, what's it called? It's called S0. Okay, so if we just load up the this, you can see on the front of this, on this port right here, S0 gets added, and that's like a truss that goes that way. And I was afraid that, because that's the long truss where and other trusses are gonna be added, and then the big solar panels on the ends, and this one that we just put on, that we're just gonna put on top right now, that's gonna be moved. But I was afraid that it was all gonna be put on the sides here, on the sides like this, because I didn't have a docking port, and it's not really docking ports they use in real life. That's why it's kind of hard to see. But okay, good. We don't have to rebuild this and send it up. Good to know I did it right for once. So the P6, that's let me actually just change the thing that you're watching, the slideshow, to only show you the P6. Set one, remove, Set one, remove, set one, remove. Set one, remove. US lab, US lab. Okay, so now all you're seeing is the P6. And it's very small. That's all wrong. I don't know how that happened, but there we go. That will only show you the P6. Okay, let's get building then. Stop giving me notifications. Thank you. I'm doing stuff. What does it say? Smart. %? No. Okay, sorry about that. I just had some plans being planned. And yeah, let me have these two pictures open. So I can look what I'm building. And code space program, cool. So this truss is neat. Are we doing fine on the stream? I hope we are. It looks really laggy on YouTube. Let me just refresh that because it looks fine in my OBS, so I don't know if that's just YouTube. I'll just refresh the page. Okay, sorry about this. Are we doing fine on the stream? I hope we are. It looks really laggy on YouTube. I think it's just my PC struggling with streaming and all this stuff at the same time. So yeah, should be good. But I'll take a look in post and see if I can fix up some stuff. Let's go with this one. This looks very cube thingy. And let's have that as the bottom. And then there should be a docking port, of course. Let's actually have that as the bottom. And that docks to the top of what we just built. Then there's trussy stuff. So kind of like this, but thicker. Yeah. That does kind of seem like it's the exact thing that we want. And then there's just like radiators on the side. This is gonna be hard to remember what is up and down and side to side. Let's see. We do want the big solar panels. So we'll do these and then we'll scale them up. So sit on the top and are like double size, but there's like 4 of them. So I'm just gonna build something neat here. I'm gonna see if I can do this. That's not long enough. Oh yeah, I can push it out. So like that, and then push this out so it doesn't hit the middle. What? No. What? That is weird. But should be good on not hitting whatever duplicate we built here. Yeah, right? That looks more like it. Nice. And let's retract those. Yeah, don't like them being that wide because they kind of fold into this thing that's on the size of... I could do Infernal Robotics. Huh? Let's just have it like this. We're not gonna see them retracted anyways when they're up there. So like this, and then radiators. So heat, and then it's like these. No wait, these are very small, right? Ugh. So it's got one on here, one higher here, so lower, and one on the same level as that. It's kind of weird. I don't know why. Let's see how that looks. I'm looking at the reference picture here. Add. Let me see what you're seeing. So, not that one. I'm also looking at that one. And then, together with that, I have... Not that one, that's after it's been moved, but the one before that. So, the next picture you're gonna see, I'm looking at that also. So you're gonna see... Yeah, those three radiators, like, kind of going out. That looks right, right? This should be further up. Cool. Retract all those. And then what else do we have? There's batteries on it. There's module assembly, BCDU, S-band transporter. Those are the really important parts for us because we want it. And then we're just gonna have like small communication stuff, so we know we can push it around, do stuff with it. Let's have some RCS in there. Excuse please? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I gotta eat, so I'm just gonna quickly finish building this. I don't think we need much more, so let's just add like these inside of it. I kind of like that because there's technically place for stuff inside it, so room for stuff, not place for stuff. That's a Danish thing to say. And batteries, electrical, big battery. Battery. It looks very empty. And let's see what else we can add. Maybe something looking sciencey. Flight controller. That doesn't affect anything. That's just what we're seeing in all those stats I have. That's a couple Kerbal Engineering Redux. This thing up here also. Let's have this thing also. Just for stuff. Cool. I think that's kind of it. Yeah, this is our ITS. No, let's just call it ISS Truss P6. Yeah, that was my naming scheme, right? And then 5, fifth thing on the list. I think I forgot something with the set one. I think I forgot to set up that PMA adapter thing. Save that. Strap on a rocket. But yeah, I think I forgot to add that, so I think we might have to send that up. I will make sure, of course. But let's, for now, just build a small rocket for this. So give an adapter. Like this one. Have the same stuff as before. This and a poodle. And what I might do is just add some what's it called, SAS module reaction wheels, just so we can actually move it. Why am I looking for the poodle so much? I know where it is. Just so we can actually move it about without trouble. Yeah. Reaction wheels are blessing. And a thing. Oh yeah, we do want RCS on this bad boy. That is one thing we definitely want. And I think my music ran out, and that's perfect because I'm gonna go right now, because I gotta go eat, because that's a thing you need in your body, food. So I'll be doing that right now. Save, and I will see you in a bit when I am done eating and chilling. But yeah, short break and image slideshow. Make that bigger. I put an image slideshow on the taking a break thing, so that you will know. Ah man, I might as well just stop the stream and start again. Yeah. So let's just transition to this, and I will see you in a bit. Oh yeah, let me just sign off, because this is kind of technically the end of a stream. So thanks for watching, and hello, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If you want to follow me on Twitter, there's a link down in the description. There's also a link to my second channel called Space Quickie, where I want to teach and get out some knowledge about space in a very quick and easy to understand manner. So yeah, I've got one video on it, and like an introduction video, and I've already planned a lot of future videos, and I'm working on the next one actually about the International Space Station. That's why I'm kind of excited about this right now, and that's gonna be up in the next in the future very soon. I promise. I'm just working out some stuff in the way I want to make the videos. I'm kind of contemplating that, but I have the video scripted and all done, ready to put out there. So also my Tumblr, if you want to follow me for that. I do some 3D artist stuff, some Doctor Who modeling. I've also done a Falcon Heavy speed modeling. You can also watch that on the channel, but I've also done a picture for that, and that's pretty cool, I think. You can watch that on my Tumblr in the description. Yeah, I think that's that. You can also see the second channel if you click on the eye up here in the top. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Can I do this? Smooth.